Hey guys, welcome back to Overtakes. I'm Kel.
And this is Misfit.
And we are here with our picks for Week 4, Day 3, which is Friday, of Stage 3. So starting it off, we've got the Boston Uprising going against the Dallas Fuel. So Boston's basically going to continue that win streak that they're on.
12 in a row. That'll be the longest in the league.
Yep. Oh, I mean, aren't they already there?
They're at 11 right now. Well,
pretty much every consecutive win that they get from here on out is keeps it going, and who knows what Dallas is going to run. I mean, we joked around the other day about what they were going to run, and they pretty much were just like, fuck it, we're just going to play what we like, right,
against the Mayhem, and that didn't work too well.
It looked like a quick play game.
Yeah, it sure did. Maybe a gold ladder match.
There was some semblance of
yeah. But, let's see if they run that triple tank thing on Anubis against Boston.
Right.
It did throw Florida off because they were like, what the fuck, Arisa? Anyway.
On attack?
I don't think we really need to go over too much. I mean, Effect apparently is not going to be back until Stage 4, which is good for him because he needed a break.
Yeah.
And I don't blame him. Get yourself together, dude.
But, I mean, any map wins, I mean, it's the same situation that the Dragons ran into in the first stage, where any time they got a win, it was because of Undead or Dia.
Yeah, and
any Dallas wins were because of Effect.
And well, honestly, I'm going to say this: I watched the match because I'm a Mayhem fan, and I enjoyed watching us win, so I wanted to see it unfold. Right. But you know what? The one thing that I keep saying about Dallas is they really need to keep Seagull in.
Yeah.
Because when he's in there, he's like the voice of reason. Like, he can keep Taimu, because there was a couple times I showed Taimu and he was like, what the fuck is going on? He had that Effect
just
kind of look.
That face.
Yeah, I want to really just punch somebody right now.
Right.
But Seagull kind of keeps them level.
Yeah.
I just think they need to keep him in there. I mean, they're not going to do anything against Boston. I'll be shocked if they do. They might win a map.
Right.
Point. No, because the map they won against, when they beat Florida on Junkertown, that was the first map they won since they got rid of Kai. So, I mean, what's that? Like the first...
Yeah, and that was against Florida. With the way that Boston's been playing, this is probably going to be a 4-0 steamroll.
Oh, yeah, this is going to be a 4-0.
I mean, it could be a complete... I could honestly... they'll probably get a point here or there, but yeah. I could... Altogether, I could totally see this being a complete blank. Zeros for Dallas across the board. Not even getting a point, zeros.
Yeah.
Because that's just how damn good Boston is.
Well, that's the thing. Boston is, they were just toying with Shanghai on Wednesday, and they basically beat them no problem.
Right.
They lost 66, but
they knew
they weren't really as invested. Yeah.
You could totally tell that they took their foot off the throttle after the third match.
But that's one of those things. You can't do that in this league. Point of every map at this point when you're getting down to it.
They have a pretty commanding lead even in maps right now.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
you still want it for the overall stuff. You still got to work it.
They got a lot of room a lot of space to make up to catch up to some of those other teams.
And they're going to pound them. But Boston.
Yeah. What else more is there to say?
Yeah. Other than they're not the only dumpster fire in Dallas because their football team doesn't know how to pick players either. But that's for all you Cowboy fans on there. This is going to be draft talk sprinkled in and out today, so get ready. And by the way, no one's going to score on the Broncos this year. 85 Bears, you're fucked. I called it now. Monte Cristo will back me up on that.
Is he a Broncos fan?
Yeah, he's a Broncos fan.
Oh, shit.
Great minds think alike, so,
Well,
anyway,
I can already know that none of them are Browns fans, so that's...
You guys are just beating dogs, man. You guys get... Except for you.
We can't make any decisions without people just flipping out and losing their freaking minds, so it is what it is at this point. Well, and I get it. It's been, 20 years of garbage football? Barely watchable.
Yeah. Think about watching the Dragons play... Dragons and the Dallas Fuel play every damn week.
Yep, that's basically what I am. Week in, week out.
They're not even fun like the Mayhem.
No.
At least the Mayhem, are entertaining. But anyway, let's move on to the match of the day. This one's going to be a good one. This one's huge, too. for both. We got the Gladiators and the Outlaws going at it, and they both had big wins this week already, which, the Outlaws was the more shocking one, really. Yeah. They just fucking throttled Valiant, man.
Yeah, I was not expecting...
But we both picked the Valiant, and we kind of looked at it like, wow, these maps all favor Houston.
But let's pick Valiant.
Yeah, let's pick the Valiant.
I don't know what we were thinking on that, but at the same time, I think we were both of the mindset of, like, Houston still hasn't proven it. Like, this stage, or, like, pretty much since the first stage, they've just been too inconsistent to even trust them. So I think that's more what it was than anything else.
And the Valiant were playing, honestly, the Valiant were playing worlds better than they had played all year.
Right.
So, not to defend the pick, but, you had to look at it. That's how we looked at it.
That's the reasoning. Yeah. For sure.
And now in this one, the Gladiators...
We know we're wrong now, but...
Yeah, very. The Gladiators have the luxury of not playing the Outlaws on Jake Rat Central.
Yes. There's really not... No, this map set heavily favors
the Gladiators. Because you got Volskaya, Numbani, Ilios, and 66. There really isn't a Junkrat arena here. Maybe on point B on Volskaya?
And then maybe the last point on 66.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
And the Gladiators are just playing at a different level right now. Again, I got that. Yeah. I got that pick wrong with them in London, and I knew I was done anyway when it was tied. So, but they played really well, and Fisher pretty much decided London's going to be my bitch.
He's gotten to the point where he's just like, oh, my former team. Let me make an example of you guys for letting me go.
For future generations to see what happens when you piss off Fisher. Just don't have a booster on your team, or you just might just jump across the stage and start beating people.
Right.
Anyway, I'm liking the Gladiators in this one.
Same. That being said, I think it's going to be a lot closer than we would think. I do think this goes to 5 games, but I think the Gladiators kind of squeak it out.
Yeah, I do too. I think mostly this one has to do with the opposite, or with the maps not working in Houston's favor. Although
also just the way that the Gladiators have been playing, they've been really, really good. Houston's been a lot better, but the Gladiators have been playing really well, and with the way that they played London the other day, I think that's a huge boost to their confidence.
It is, and you go to back a week, the way they played New York.
Yep.
They've been playing really good for weeks now.
Yeah, and I think they're finally taking that final step to get to where they can be a contending team.
I think so too, and
we've been saying and waiting for it ever since Fisher came in. We've been waiting for them to take that final step, because he really elevated their game, but they still, as a team, needed to come together and just put together a string of really solid performances where they're under pressure and performing well. And I think that they're finally there.
Yeah, I think so too. They have. Since they got Fisher, they started out last stage, they were kind of they're good, and now they're kind of more, they've taken their, cohesion, kind of off the field, and then they've put it on the field. I've noticed more. People have upped their game. Surefour on Widowmaker is one of the scariest in the league now. And Absolutely. It's crazy, and that's going to be fun watching him and Linkser duel it out. Mm-hmm. We got a couple of good spots for that to happen. Definitely on 66 and Ilios on the Ruins. That'll be fun. But yeah, I gotta go Gladiators in this, mostly because there's no big time Junkrat, and because of the way they're playing too. So
Absolutely. We're both picking the Gladiators on this one. So final match of the day.
This is a big match for the Valiant taking on the Mayhem. They have to win.
It's a good match for Florida to kind of...
Yeah, this is where they kind of turned it around last time.
And they can be one of those... they can be a spoiler team and feel good about that. Even if they just take it to 5, that could really hurt LA, because even if they don't win and they take it to 5, then the most maps that the LA can get out of it is just +1 on maps. They get a win, but with the maps, with the way that the maps are shaking out right now, they need every map they can get.
Yeah, because right now in the overall standings, they're I believe they're tied with Boston, or not Boston, Houston, literal deadlock with maps. So they're both 16 and 11, and then you got Philadelphia right behind them at 16-11 plus 7 in maps, way off on the map count. And a lot of that has to do with that to 5 maps every match, including whatever the fuck that was last night.
Yeah.
I don't know what that match was. I think it was Overwatch. I'm not sure. I just know there was a team with a Fusion logo on and a team with a big kitty cat on their shit, and I don't know what they were playing.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was arcade mode they just decided to go in. Anyway, but yeah, they got to pick up maps. And I mean, Houston could win against the Gladiators, but it's a +1. And, you know, the Valiant are going to look to go a little further than +1 in this.
Yeah, I think they want to get
to the little space between them. But that being said, the way they've been playing, the up and down, you don't know.
Right, you really don't.
I mean, I was all over them. I thought they were playing great. I thought they were back. I thought, you know, oh, here we go. Valiant. This is the Valiant team I thought was going to be appearing. They
just that inconsistency just reared its ugly head.
Yeah, they got curb stomped by Houston, which, you know, we went over that a minute ago. I mean, Florida played decent against Dallas. They didn't set the world on fire. Dallas was just terrible. You know, when you're playing a team and they're running an Orisa on attack, you can't really say anything about that. Like, okay, I guess we should have beaten them.
Right.
But, I mean, they didn't set the world on fire. I mean, say a player looked good. Logix was back and looked great. Tavik was decent. I mean, it's Dallas. How are you going to judge? Yeah. You can't really judge on anything playing them.
It's so hard to base anything off of that.
I mean, I would say Florida is somewhere between the Shock and Dallas.
Yeah, I would definitely put Florida above Dallas and Shanghai and probably like just below the Shock, but like not too far.
Yeah,
mostly the Shock went out just because of their like insanely good DPS.
Yeah.
In just the rotations that they can roll with that, but I mean that's not anything taking away from guys like Logix for sure.
Yeah,
I mean when he's at his best, he's like we said in the other video, he's probably one of the best tracers in the league.
Yeah, and he was on. This one's a rough one. I mean, for me, I
am gonna pick the Valiant to win. I don't know by how much. I am leaning towards probably like a 3-1, where Junkertown is gonna matter. And because Florida's not that great on that map, I think that's going to be kind of the final blow.
Yeah, I'm kind of leaning with you on that one. I'm going to take the Valiant. Obviously, I won't be disappointed if the Mayhem do pull one out. But like the 2 maps on here that they're not good on are Numbani and Junkertown.
Yeah.
And not that they're good on Escort or hybrid maps anyway. These are 2 of their worst ones.
But you guys are really good on Volskaya.
Yeah.
That's probably one of your best maps.
And
so I think you end up taking Volskaya and then really giving them a good fight on Ilios.
Yeah, Ilios, because one thing, if they play, which they probably will, they'll probably play side player on Ilios just because if you got Ruins, he could probably outduel whoever the Valiant put on Widow, whether it's soon or sometimes they throw Kariv on there. But the one thing too is Bunny. He killed them when they had Bunny when they played Soul. And they had Bunny going against him, he absolutely destroyed him. I don't know what he does to Logix, but he actually owns him. So, I mean, I got to go with the Valiant in this one. Unfortunately, I don't want to, but I got to use my brain sometimes. I can't just go flat out Mayhem all the time.
Nah, I get you. So that's going to be it for our Friday preview. Don't forget to give us a like, a subscribe, all that good stuff. We're still running our, if we get to 200 subscriptions, the winner of the High Noon Pick'em, which is, go check that out as well. The winner of the High Noon Pick'em will get a prize for Stage 4. Give us all, do all that good stuff. Check us out on all the social media that we're on. All the links are in the bottom. Check those out, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
See you guys on the next one.
Later.